this. Oh, ow, damn it, that hurt. Okay. There we go. All right. So, acupuncture in the mind.
Right. You wanted to talk about this. In Chinese medicine, there's not a difference between the physical and the mental emotional realm. A qi imbalance that could be affecting the body could also be affecting the mind. A qi imbalance that's perhaps already affected the mind or that the mind is ruminating over can in turn cause an imbalance in the body.
And how would this imbalance manifest?
Let's look at the wood element. The wood element is the general. A general knows when to charge forward, but also when to retreat. When it's out of balance, it's anger that's kind of out of control.
Why is it associated with anger?
It's connected with strong, moving forward, sprouting energy of the spring. Think of what it takes for a chick to burst out of an egg.
Aggression.
Yeah, it's like a necessary aggression.
The wood element is associated with some sort of aggression. Could it be positive forward-moving action, like sex?
Right. The element of wood would be involved.
I'm making connections here, the way you talk about these chi elements. It reminds me a lot of like the way that we talk about libido, how aggression is an aspect of libido.
Right, sure. The basic theory would be more like yin-yang theory.
Can you just give me a basic definition of what yin and yang is?
Right, I'll do my best. It's a way of sort of describing the universe. In talking about yin and yang, we're like acknowledging we're already a step away from the truth, but it's a way of understanding so we can actually work with the human form. Yang is this dynamic, more upward moving energy, and yin is downward moving. Yin and yang are always in relationship. In health, they are sort of tightly held together. If they're in balance, we're awake, we're alive, we're connecting. At night, the yang of the daytime is able to descend into the yin of the nighttime.
It's a structure.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that concept expands to that your life is more yang. Early on, it's more yin towards the end.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. The separation of yin and yang is like, it's a very dramatic term. Like it actually kind of means death in Chinese medicine.
What are the elements?
So there's wood, fire, earth, metal, and water.
And they all have like different domains.
They all have different domains, yeah.
Is the wood element a form of chi, or is it an aspect of chi, or is it an augmenter of chi?
It's an aspect.
An aspect,
chi.
okay.
Yeah, chi is like, it's a really complicated term and it can be very general.
The organs have their own chis.
Yes. We could say in the common parlance in traditional Chinese medicine, you see someone who goes about the world sort of like aggressive and you're like, oh, that person has a lot of liver chi issues. It can't be overstated how important the emotions in the mind are. You look at these texts from 2,000 years ago. Disease is pretty much 50-50 caused by external forces, pandemic, snake bites, the elements, and the other 50% is the mind.
What are the needles doing?
As you can probably imagine, there are so many different ways to do acupuncture. Palpating the body, palpating the abdomen to find a key blockage in the body. If we can unlock the blockage, we can treat the issue at a very deep level. Then that will clear blockage in the organ, in the element. I clear the wood element in the body, and then ideally that has a domino effect. It clears out the blockage in the meridians, in the muscles, in the fascia, in the tissue, in the bones.
And how would you relate this to emotional blockage?
And then you think of the natural world, Earth kind of doesn't move much. The example of Earth that's not moving at all. Someone like sitting on the couch all the time. And like maybe they have some ideas about what they want to do, but the ideas don't go anywhere. And there's a tendency like just maybe like ruminating, going like around in a circle. That would be an earth blockage. It might come from sort of thought patterns, or it's certainly going to contribute to thought patterns.
Well, when you say blockage and you talk about moving, it makes me think of the bowels. Like, would constipation be something that would be an earth problem?
Could be. In the body, the earth is mostly the digestive system.
I see, okay.
The textbook example of the psyche manifesting as symptoms. Let's take fear. What does fear cause the chi to do? It causes it to drop. Intense fear, fright, terror, the chi drops and scatters, and that's like peeing your pants, right?
Oh.
Because you're super scared and freaked out. Versus daily fear, which can kind of be like sort of dread, is going to cause the chi to kind of like descend, like just kind of this general descent of chi. And over time, that might contribute to bladder problems, prostate problems. It's not fear that's transient. We're supposed to have all the emotions, but they're supposed to move through us, come and go.
Yes.
Versus like it becomes sort of the weather pattern of or the climate of your body.
So it's actually the retention of these emotions, the holding on to. If the emotions aren't flowing through you, then that causes the blockage.
Yes.
The blockage of the chi could lead to these emotional problems. You could end up with an Ouroboros.
Can you say more about that?
An Ouroboros?
Yeah.
It's the snake eating its tail.
Oh, that's right. Illness can come from one's family line. Basically, genetics. Illness can come from something happening in gestation, and then illness can come from toxicity, bad food, the environment, exposure to cold, to wind, to dampness. Okay, but then everything else comes from the internal, and the internal is the emotional life. And I think, when we say 50% of illness is due to the emotions, it's really to emphasize how important the emotions are on the chi dynamic in the body. Okay. That wasn't as horrible as I thought it would be.
No, you did great.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, you did.
Okay, I need some crudité before I go to therapy.